welcome to Reaper's Underground. We hope you survive.
Oh, yes. It's been a minute since the big bad devil daddy himself and, of course, Reaper's Underground has been on a Friday night as well. Kicking off your weekend right with your favorite devil. But I am not alone this evening because my undead brother, Mortimer Deadfellow, is joining me because he is also a prolific special effects artist as well. A man of many faces, or whichever ones he's taken recently. But I had to bring him along for this because we are both huge fans of this gentleman right here. That's right, the man of the fucking hour, the great, unbelievable creator, special effects artist, Joe Castro. His name is synonymous with some of the greatest independent horror films, and not just independent, but also major franchises. He worked on Wishmaster 3 and 4. Unholy fuck, is that a resume? But he's got a tasty little franchise of his own that we're going to be talking about tonight. And if y'all remember, I think it was about 2 years ago, I want to say 2 years ago, that he was on the Underground and he was talking about Terror Toons 4. And I was like, oh, yes, I need to see what this is all about. So, of course, I went back and watched the other films. I was like, just the kind of chaos that I love. So we're going to be discussing that. We're going to be doing a review, official review on the Underground of Terror Toons 4. And this is the time, everybody. Sheila, Allen, welcome. Lizzie, good to see you. And everybody else out there, you know what the fuck to do because we're taking over YouTube now. Since Facebook wants to spank the devil daddy every single turn I take. That's all right. We're still here. We ain't going nowhere. But you need to share this out. Anywhere and everywhere there is a special effects horror lover, wake your mama, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your auntie. I don't care how far you got to go down the bloodline. Get them all watching.
Dead. Bring the shovel
out to Facebook because that way they know we're still here. What's up, Kyler? Good to see you, brother. And for those of you joining for the first time, make sure to leave your comments in the comment section as they are live as long as we are. Well, we're sort of alive. Mortimer over there is 115,000. No, kidding. Anyway.
Those are rumors that are unproven.
Exactly right.
Only in so many wood carvings.
Absolutely. But before we get into this beautiful madness on a fantastical, satanically beautiful Friday evening, there is a way that you can support us here at Black Flame Entertainment, Reaper's Underground, by checking out some of our latest merch line. You might want to, I don't know, maybe got a birthday coming up. Father's Day coming up, next weekend, because, I might have to get Lucifer his own version.
Birthday cake, Bedelia.
Right. Get Lucifer a shirt and all of the demons and the fellow princes back home. One of these shirts. So check it out. That's right. Teespring is the place to go if you want to support Reapers Underground and all of the great shows on Black Flame Entertainment Network. It helps us greatly, and you can show your love loud and proud because fuck censorship. And I don't know, I'm going to continue to say that throughout the evening. Fuck censorship. Goddamn, FB, because I don't want to say too much. They might find out and then really spank me off
The
of
death
Facebook.
of creativity, of entertainment, of being yourself.
That's right. They want creators. They want people to do things, but damn it, you have a little bit of, dark fun, dark sense of humor. And, I don't know, some of the best underground interviews in Facebook Live history. So suck it. But nonetheless, go to Reapers Underground on Teespring. All right. And then you can pick yourself up one of them spankerific new shirts. All right. We are here for Terror Toons 4. Man. So who wouldn't want a franchise that is a horror cartoon idea? But here's the thing, though. The brilliance of Joe Castro in this creation is the fact that he melds the two worlds together.
Yes, exactly.
That's what sucked me in. I mean, when we first talked about it a couple years ago when he was on the Underground, that, I was like, oh, this is just fantastic. I didn't know this existed. Shame on me. I had to go flog myself afterwards. But once, he got to talking about it and his passion, this is a passion project for him. And it's just kind of chaos. It shows.
It shows. And that's the thing, like you had said with me, it's like we know Joe's prolific abilities in special effects and visual effects and stuff like that. And it's like, but no, it's time for him to tell his tales in a universe that he created that is, like you said, it mixes cartoon, the surreal. It's like if Cool World and Tales from the Crypt snorted Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I absolutely love
in the best, the best ways, yeah, in the best ways. It's a wild ride.
Well, but, at some instances, it's kind of like reminds me of, a really interesting acid trip.
Yes. Yeah, no,
when
exactly.
You're watching it. Like, you had some shrooms, maybe you went ahead and took a tab or two, washed it down with some good old Jack Daniels, and then you get this. And for me, I love that shit because not only visually stunning and just all around fucking cool. It's like we always love rooting for these bad guy characters. So
and the originality that Joe by just let me see. It's kind of the same. Well, you know what I mean. It's how creative he was throughout the film, because you get anthology stories, you get 4 stories to digest
and sink your teeth into.
Watch out, they do bite.
Literally. Yeah. Well, I mean, before we even get into the anthology portion of the film, he kicks it off with what I think is an ode to the great sci-fi, 1950s era like movies like The Fly, anything involving, man thinking that they have control over Mother Nature, and then suddenly Mother Nature wants to bite back in Attack of the Killer Bees. Now, I mean, how many of us find them to be pesky? And, well, quite frankly, if they get angry, they hurt.
Yeah.
They take a little piece of you, or should I say inject a little piece of them in you.
well, it also it doesn't help when they have killer in their name.
Exactly. But
You're gonna have a bad time.
Oh, yeah. for sure. It automatically makes me think about Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, yeah. See, and for me too, and it's that's why we work so well together. I felt that too. And as soon as this opening sequence really picks up speed and picks up, you know what I mean, really gets going.
Yep.
One of the things that popped into my head was Nicolas Cage and Wicker Man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And our favorite,
in the end, we are the
know,
sacrifice for the earth.
Exactly. It's like, we're bees, not the bees.
I think Kyler means to say Mother Nature can be a dick if she is prodded the wrong way.
If you prod her the wrong way, you're going to be the one getting the tree pole up. Yeah.
And it's like before the whole industrial age,
Before me,
got
you mean.
along with Mother Nature actually pretty well. People were able to actually live off the land. It's like, how the fuck did, all those different civilizations throughout time make it through? Sure. I mean, you had to worry about getting an axe in your head every 5 seconds, or a sword, maybe,
or an impaling. But I mean, sometimes that's among friends. So
pesky arrows in the air, those kinds of things. But in this epic, it really brings it to life. The first thing I want to say about it is visually stunning.
Oh yeah.
This is indie film, but the care and everything that Joe,
the vision isn't indie at all.
It feels larger than life to me.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the passion of the indie and the passion, like you said, that Joe put into it, and the talent. It's the same thing as well with that. It's to me, a good director, and I'm sure you'll agree, casts the right people for the right parts.
Oh, absolutely.
And sometimes you'll get happy surprises, where somebody wants to act, different out of their range or something. But it's also fun when you get people that go, hey, I have established career. I'm known for certain things, but hey, I'm going to show you some other shit I can do too. And a director that goes,
very bold.
Go for it, because they know that person's going to have passion because they've been thinking about this. Doing something, stretching it out, going into the bizarre and the surreal.
Oh, sure. And Joe will stretch you out pretty good.
Yeah, no, exactly. Stretch you out good,
Some of these creations and contraptions, especially when we get to Dr. Carnage.
Dr. Carnage.
But damn it, the bee conductor was epic for me. And just to preface this, we are not gonna give away much about each of these.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Just giving you synopsis because we want you to go watch it.
Yes,
especially 100%. Since there's no excuse. It's on Tubi, people.
It is on Tubi.
I'm going to remind you that all night long, Black Flame Universe. It's on Tubi. Go watch it.
Tubi.
How's that song go? Tubi. See, even the dead get a rise out of that.
And I was going to say, for Dr. Carnage is a friend and a fellow thespian with us, Douglas Epps and Killer Cox.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that.
Oh, yeah.
But the gore factor. These killer bees are coming down. They don't just kick your ass. They literally break shit.
Oh yeah. It's like you remember those old, and this is what I thought about it when I saw this, because of the toon aspect of bringing in like the world. Yeah. Like you're under different rules. It's like Cool World and Roger Rabbit and stuff like that. You're under different rules than you are in the normal realm. So it's like what you were saying is like with the bees, it's like almost like the whole swarm is like fists, like
big time,
busting down skyscrapers. And
it's madness. And then poor Joe sacrifices himself and gets probably, in my opinion, one of the worst deaths.
But I mean,
in this little short,
if you're Joe though, and you've done all this work, you got to go out hard. So mad respect,
man.
You know what I mean? Mad respect.
Seriously, mad respect.
You know?
I'm not even gonna say. Let's just say he met with a swarm, and the swarm won.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good way to sum it up.
But brutal as fuck, though.
Yes, which I enjoyed too, though. Yeah,
and of course, I mean, you can't beat the music score for it.
No, I was gonna say that. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, the music keys in my opinion, with every single each film, of the story that you go through. Each has got its own kind of style, its own kind of music, and it all comes together. And it all blends together. It's like, and I don't know how he did that. It's like, we're going to deal with a real like psycho circus, and he's going to conduct it like a symphony, and it's amazing.
It's beautiful because
it's amazing.
I don't know if you felt this, but the B conductor, and then you see ominously you got cellos that little other bees are playing along the way.
Oh
visually. And I'm sitting there going, this is their march of death for us fucking with them, trying to control them and use them. We got some great fucking comments out here. Kyler says, it reminds me of the creatures of the Thanksgiving 3 and the Psycho Gore Man. I think it. Yeah, that's what little they had to make it great. And that's the thing.
That is
Joe's ability to suck you into this, even though he's created this world that he has created. Suddenly, you're fucking in it all the way through, and you're just 1 minute you think you have some footing, and then bam, bam,
yeah,
bam,
exactly.
Bam,
Yeah. The carpet's jerked out from underneath you. Yeah,
it beats you down like a pair of like 300-pound tits or something. Just
oh yeah.
all the way through this thing. But I think the artistry of it and getting the point across.
It's like the controlled chaos ability to wrangle what looked like madness. But it looked, I see, and this is the thing, especially for my dead self, that I enjoy. I love when everybody that's having the madness seems like they're having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
That's just perfect for me. So, it's like
I am the king of madness. It is right up my abattoir.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's like, and as you go through each little gruesome feature, it's amazing. Yeah.
Lizzie says it definitely had living cartoon vibes, and I loved the mix of practical and digital effects. See, this, and that's something that we'll also say throughout, is the perfect blending. Let me say that again. The perfect blending of both worlds working together. The practical and the digital. And the digital doesn't fucking bother at all. It's wonderful because
it's where it needs to be each time.
Yeah, the way it's fucking constructed, it's like
it's
taking
also
the world,
see, that's Joe as an artist. That's him as practical effects artist. There, he's gonna know how he can show off the practical effects as well as the digital effects and make them both work together.
Hell yeah!
And a lot of directors will stumble over that, have a harder time transitioning through that. And he shows that he knows, he's ahead of the game.
Well, sure, because who better to do digital effects other than the visionary?
Exactly.
He does it all.
The same with the practical.
He does everything himself. And Well,
it's like if you're going through a film, and it's like every scene in its own rights is treated as if it's an FX shot.
Mm-hmm.
And as well with your creature suit work, and I myself, that's its own thing. You know, it's its own set of shots that you're going to do with the creature and the reactions and things like that. So it's more controlled environments usually.
Hell yeah.
And it's like each scene in this was treated that way.
Definitely.
And I like that.
With a lot of love and care.
Exactly.
Sheila says, four-legged babies settled with snacks. Yes, and many, many, many snacks they did have. So now let's get into the first of the anthology. Oh my goodness. Dr. Carnage Origins. Man, I had no idea when we were on set with the great James Carnes and a little thing we like to call Killer Cox. Yeah, you heard right. That one of our co-stars there, Douglas Epps, was not only just a kick-ass human being, but damn it, he was Dr. Carnage.
Dr. Carnage himself. It's like, man, if I would have known that, I would have wanted an autograph. Maybe on a severed head.
I would have been
maybe
like,
on, you know, one of your latest experiments. You know?
You know, we were sitting there, you know, eating our shit and whatnot. And he's talking about, oh, my fucking back hurts. And, you know, this, that, the other thing. Just life. Just fucking life. And here it's fucking Dr. Carnage. I'm like,
Dr. Carnage himself.
Man, I would have said so much more. And I can't wait to message him and show him this review afterwards. Because, damn it, Douglas, you killed it, man.
He killed it.
In more ways than one.
And we were cheering for you, bro. 100%.
Oh, all the way. Dr. Carnage
100%.
win. And it starts off perfectly. And the reason I say this, because I am a huge fan of nightmare sequences.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And see, when you start that way, that's smart, though.
Totally.
Because then it automatically throws your audience off, and it'll make them uneasy because they're not going to know when it's a dream or when it's reality.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Nathan. He says, and whatnot? What are you from, New York? I love it. Good to have you on, brother. I'm from
Texas, son. You know that.
And it takes you right into the heart of the matter, you know, to where the living undead, I guess, ventriloquist doll Barbie is what I like to call it. She's like, this is where it all began. This is, you know, you know that you're about to get sucked into.
It's like, oh shit.
It's a nightmare. Literally.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, you know, it starts out with her in this, I like to call them snuggies, but everybody else calls them onesies. I don't know. When it comes to onesies, I think of babies, but when it comes to adults, I call them snuggies. Because at that point, we're not trying to feel like kids. We're trying to feel ultimate comfort because
life has been beating the crap out of us.
And I thought it was brilliant.
Yes.
Sequence for that.
And Trista Robinson, the actress, did
that was
great job, compelling. Like as it's going along, she's unhinging, and you're watching it kind of happen,
unfold, and her reactions are splendorific.
And see, that's usually a problem sometimes in indie films, because people are, in some cases, and you'll know what I mean, that sometimes because people are new to acting or maybe never have before, they don't act like they're actually afraid of something. Right. That was not a problem in any of these films, any of these individual.
No, tasty. Every actress that comes on to any of these films in the Terror Toons franchise, they give their all.
They go for it, and you have to have that. Yeah,
they believe in it as much as Joe Castro does.
But you have to see, to me, in my opinion,
and Steven,
you have to. It makes the films better.
Yes.
It may everybody's having a good time. Everybody's going for it. There's blood guts across the walls. You know,
It looks like a
everybody.
blast.
Yeah, everybody's having a great time.
You get a
to tell a great
decapitation
story.
every like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And seeing
That was
it's
one
like
of my
it's good.
favorite things
Well,
about
Joe,
this short.
Joe does create very good decapitated heads.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go a little sideways.
I'm trying to be polite to a fellow artist and a man I respect, but no, his
He makes excellent heads, people.
Or yeah,
He really does.
He's a headsman. He makes great heads like the headless horseman. Okay.
But don't boom. I love it. But seriously though, and one of my favorite moments is the great badass. He's one of my personal favorites. And if you're out there, Mike, and you're watching this, I hope that you are. He plays a typical badass character, Mike Ferguson, and he's like, "What are you doing? What you about to do?" I mean, I'm sitting here going, "Is he going to try to break out or this or that?"
Yeah,
and Dr. Carnage is like, "Ho, ho, ho, big guy, I have something special for you." And suddenly he becomes Gorilla Man.
Yeah. With a Tommy gun.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to top that. You're gonna be the most alpha dude in the room, but you're not if you're standing next to a big gorilla man with a Tommy gun in his hand.
I was gonna say, what's more scarier than that? And
not much. Being
for
trapped in that hospital.
Yeah, for like the whole next 2 weeks, if you hang out with Mike, you're gonna be like, do the roar. Do it. Please do it. Oh man. So if that wasn't bad enough for this, group of survivors that are trying to survive this entire origin story, let's not forget the 2-ton rat that's in the building. And Joe made it.
Oh yeah. Now,
this thing is hellish.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought of. I thought of Princess Bride when I first saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ROUS is rats of unusual size. Well, it puts those to shame.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's like if one of those decided to eat the worm from Tremors. It is a fuck around and find out rat.
Exactly.
Oh, Linnea, the goddess.
And speaking of, there he is.
Look
at that motherfucker right there. That is 2 tons
Beautiful.
of safety. I mean, it's coming through the door. And poor Sean C. Phillips and Bill Victor and some other poor guys, Ozzy Capri.
No.
It's like, oh man.
I was wondering if they were wearing like clothes made out of cheddar, like cheddar cheese, because that rat wasn't playing around.
No, this rat was not fucking around by any stretch of the imagination, because he's like chewing on one of these guys 1 second, and the next second his fucking tail is smashing somebody's fucking head in.
Yeah,
I was like, "Oop, pop the brake!"
That.
And boy, was that beautifully done. Practically.
I have to tell you personally, as an artist myself, to see after the tail smacks the guy in the face and to watch his eye droop out like it's jelly. That was beautiful gore at its finest. Oh,
just brilliance, man.
Oh yeah.
It made you feel that shit. Like,
oh yeah, you felt it was
this guy can't get away. He's stuck in Dr. Carnage's world. And this fucking rat's just going around taking out everybody that's surviving. So, and in this particular short, not to give too much away, it's like you're one of two things. You're a survivor, or you're someone who figured out how to stay away from everything and,
kind of
at least on the leftovers.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like if there was a character named Stu or Bob or Stumpy.
Right.
Yeah. Any mean like sometimes you got to take some measures to survive psychomaniacs. Say that much.
Absolutely, man.
Can you pass the salt, please?
Yeah, it needs a little bit of pepper, a little paprika, all that good stuff.
But if you start at the foot, it's always got kicked.
And Linnea Quigley as the wind-up doll.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes.
I mean, she played that shit to the ends of the earth and back.
Her animatronic glee.
Yep.
For dispatching someone in a way that I won't ruin, because it's also Linnea. You got to see this.
Yes.
The glee that she shows, but as a wind-up character is amazing. I loved it. She is a treasure in anything she does.
And diabolical.
Oh, of course. You gotta have a good time at your work. I mean, if it's your job, you gotta have a good time.
Well, her job is only whatever the fuck Dr. Carnage says that she needs to be doing, and boy, does she do it well. Man, we've only skimmed the surface of this first part of the anthology, guys. So if that hasn't given you a tickle in your pickle, I don't know what will. Maybe this next one. The second one, and it's actually one of my personal favorites, and Brink Stevens' directorial debut, man.
Yeah.
She also helped write it, and well, fuck, she stars in it, and I fucking love it. If you're an actress out there, you need to see Terror Toons 4, especially, not only is it all around badass.
Yeah,
but this one, Personal Demons speaks to every actress in the Hollywood slum shit.
Yep. I saw that.
Through.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like
slugging
through the depths and stuff like that. And then it's like, oh, this person's going to help me redo my career. And it's like, no. They're kind of worried about doing their own thing,
Oh, yeah. Trying to get a little piece of something.
But also, too,
he's doing her a favor.
You throw a little demonic in there, which I won't give too much away, but I have to give credit. I love the demon.
Mm-hmm. Through and through. Now, first of all, imagine you're an actress that just gets out of fucking rehab, and her aunt gifts her this amazing house. And of course, she's the awesome auntie because she happens to dabble in a little bit of the occult.
Yeah, it's kind of like what is it, Elvira's movie? Yeah, you get the beautiful badass gothic mansion with the badass, relative that was a witch.
Oh, and you got to give it to Brink Stevens. She's got the Betty Page hair.
Yeah.
Which, that makes this devil go.
Oh, yeah. No, she's
every
gorgeous.
time you see that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So perfect look. And, she's trying to get back into her career. And, of course, Linnea Quigley.
Yes.
Hands her a script. And unbeknownst to Pandora, which is the main character of this, she doesn't realize that what she's reading out loud, because she's going over lines.
Yeah, which every
doesn't
actor
realize that she is summoning.
Lines.
Yes, we all do it as actors.
Yeah, it's something simple that you wouldn't think is that blind to danger. For
sure. You don't realize that you're, practically raising Beelzebub at that point. But in this case, the demon is known as Astaroth.
Yeah. Basically, what I gathered is give in to temptation.
Yes.
Give in to anything
every
that you want,
step of the way, this demon is trying to feed her a drink, feed her this, I mean, basically trying to get on with her at every, step that she takes. But
Right.
at the core of this demon, though, it's trying to get her to go back to those old ways.
Go back to the way
Um,
you were. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's brilliant.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing with Brink she's able to ride that line of I'm strong, but I'm also getting messed with. It's like I am struggling, but also if something pops out, I'm gonna punch it in its forehead.
Exactly.
Because she's a strong character.
Very
she's not
strong character.
weak. Yeah, she's not the weak. It's like she's been through a bad time and she's rebuilding herself, but she's serious and she's sticking
And
to
once she knows that she can control the situation, that's that inner strength. She digs down and she figures out why this particular wand that Auntie Eleanor gave her is in fact the way to basically take power over everything. And poor Linnea Quigley I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you. You'll just have to check it out for yourself on Tubi, people. Black Flame Universe, Tubi. This is free. You have no fucking excuse why you cannot watch this.
Exactly.
Moving on to very, very unfortunate Halloween night.
Yes.
Most of us are, trying to, raise Lucifer, and we're doing the witch dance.
Or they're digging me up.
The bonfire. We're trying to dig up Mortimer and, have him, fill his cup and kind of fucking get down with all of us. But these frat boys, and oh man, that's so fucking typical too. I loved this short because it just fucking makes fun of all of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like the whole fraternity thing. They're always dicks. They're always the guys that are the most popular. Their parents have the most money, and here they are just fucking being as dumb and drunk as they can be.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the sauce, but I don't love the sauce that much to be that fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one.
But
like,
Joe hits us. He hits us with the I have a blow-up doll, but suddenly she becomes an actual human being. It's like, where the fuck did that come from? And she's so ready and willing to make everybody unvirginated.
Yep. Portrayed by Lizzie Borden.
Yes. Ooh, and what a name too to take.
Hey.
We all know the story of Lizzie Borden now, don't we?
Hey, when it comes to acting, you got to take a whack at it.
Yes. Well, and unbeknownst to these very disgusting gentlemen,
yeah.
unbeknownst to these gentlemen, there's something waiting in the woods. And it's yet another amazeballs creation that Joe gives us. And we don't exactly know what to call this creature.
The heads of Mr. Switch.
There we go. I'll take it. Exactly. It's funny because at one point it reminded me of candy corn. I thought that was like a Halloween, throw in, but it becomes a lot more fucking sinister.
It's like if you remember Many Faces from He-Man?
Yes.
If he went to hell.
If he went to hell and enjoyed it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
partying
the
his
vibe I got. It's like almost like where his head should be is almost like a portal that blinks in other heads. They can do crazy shit.
Well, yeah, and this is where the taking of the desert mushrooms take you into just the goriest fucking splendor that it is. And I absolutely love the kills. They are all practical.
Oh yeah.
All of them.
Yep.
Well, how could you not like that?
And see, but that's the thing too. It's like where the digital enhancements would be isn't in the main effect. The main effect is still there practically, and that's the genius of it. It's using the digital to get that little extra. And Joe is an artist at that. He truly is.
He gives you the fava beans with that Chianti. And I mean it's perfect. We needed basically, I call it like the eat the rich, short at this point, because they're always getting the girl, they're always doing fucked up shit, they're always fucked up on something, and they never get in trouble, they never have to pay the price. Well, god damn it.
Well, see, exactly. You had me thinking
they
that.
pay the ultimate price.
Well, it's like if the alpha betas in Revenge of the Nerds, if the nerds took their heads.
Exactly.
It is like if the alpha betas really paid for it.
Oh,
that would be yes.
Horrifically.
And then we can't forget to that end, which won't ruin anything. But their only line of defense is Princess, their now living blow-up doll.
Right. So it's not living dead girl, it's living blow-up girl.
Or living rubber girl.
Yeah. And how did they know
rubber,
that was going to be their savior? They had literally no idea. But, maybe at first glance, they would have thought, well, how the hell, what kind of magic is this?
She looks pretty magical to me, but that's just me.
Well, yeah. And who doesn't want a magical? I mean, could you imagine what? Man, I don't even want to go there because then that just gets even weirder. I could see every motherfucking guy age 18 to probably 25. I'm just walking around what looks like a briefcase, but I open it and suddenly out pops a girl. So thank you, Joe, for that creation. That was fucking amazeballs. Oh, my goodness. And then we come to the coup de grace. Also showing a few more stills there. Actually, we already showed that one. Yes. That's one of my favorites right there. That's the bee conductor. And then look at the I don't know, what would you equate that to? He reminds me of a cute fucking
he's a cute stuffed animal.
Herbie or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he was and what a great voice actor at the same time.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All the way around.
It's unnerving and sweet at the same time.
Yeah.
It's really like, hard to pull that off.
You know that he was created by Dr. Carnage in some way. And he's like the sweetheart that's helping Trista's character out.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing too, is it's just like that, just that image alone is it's like that is amazing poster for that. That sets it up perfectly. Yes. Brink always killing it.
Always got that look, that smile that is so fucking sinister it burns through your soul.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's the same thing. It's like Linnea, she puts that smile out there, that's, oh, hey, guess what? This chainsaw I got? I bet you it'll fit in your head.
Want to hold it?
Exactly.
I could totally,
It's like, do you guys want to go to a Halloween party? I know this house. Oh, yeah. My friend Angela's there. We'll have a great time.
Oh, yeah. Bring a raincoat.
Right. Right.
Mind you, Brink Stevens is original fame from the Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh, yes.
Films.
Queen extraordinaire.
And then Linnea Quigley, hello, Return of the Living Dead. As a matter of fact, you are dead if you haven't fucking seen this classic.
I'm dead and I've seen it.
100 times, maybe more.
Linnea.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
beneath the cemetery, headstone when she, she was dancing
Come
on it
on.
with her punk rock outfit there.
I kept the lid closed like a gentleman, but I knew she was there.
And, you went bravo.
Of course. Of course. Think about
But
it. It's like in my
you
time.
guys will find, though, in Terror Toons 4, I mean, her acting skills are on point, man.
Always.
All the way
Always.
around.
And then that's what I love about it. It's veteran hardcore icons and young talent and up and coming talent all coming together in the sequence, in each tale.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's beautiful and it's smart, because you're letting the veterans do their thing. It's like you're here because you're you.
Right.
But let's see what you can do. Let's have some fun together. And people like Joe and stuff, is gonna have that creativity to give you, let's have some fun. We're gonna go on a ride here. And and I thought they fit into Terror Toons beautifully.
Oh, most definitely. I could, and that's probably one of the things that I'll talk about at the end. I could see toys, figures of some of these prolific figures in each of the 4 shorts.
Yes, very much so. Like we get
at the end of Dr. Carnage.
Yes, Dr. Carnage.
Man, I'm like, hey Joe, you want to
get
Devil Daddy?
Yeah, it's like,
I would love that shit. I will go to sleep with it on my pillow and my casket.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want.
Will you give me nightmares?
Collection. Yes.
I want to go see the doctor.
I'll take the Gorilla Man too. I mean, he was bad fucking ass.
Oh, I just bring him some banana pudding. We'd have a great time.
I'll even, cock his Uzis for him. It'll be great.
You know what I mean?
And then we come to the final installment of this anthology fucking bonanza. And in perfect Joe Castro fashion, he blends insanity, comedy, and full-on gore fest all in one go. It's not as if, through each of these shorts throughout the anthology, we had comedy, we had gore,
right? Exactly.
Emotion, characters that you can connect with.
Yep.
And then he gives the like I said, the coup de grace. This thing.
He's not going out soft. Yeah, this ain't going out into and then they just walk off into the sunset.
Nope.
No. That's not what it's about. Okay.
And he picked one of my favorite subjects. There's nothing that kills me more than the art of what I call the 1970s game show craze.
Oh, right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No,
I don't
100%.
think about like today's game shows because those don't interest me.
Well, they don't have the same vibe. You don't. And today you could win a brand new car.
Now, Wheel of Fortune, that's different. That's something that, we loved in the 80s and we still love to this day.
Well, it's like Price is Right. But I get what you mean on that. That's the draw. Yeah. But exactly, it was that draw you in. It's the same people would tune in to see Family Feud and stuff with Richard Dawson and stuff back in the day and stuff. They tune in to see it, and exactly that's what you get that starts stirring up the crowd.
Literally.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how do we get from these contestants, they're hopeful, they're trying their best, they're doing the best they can do, but yet it ruffles a few feathers.
Oh, yeah. There it seemed like there was a few cluckers that had a problem with it. And
it could have been called an episode of When Chickens Go Bad.
Yeah. and like 300-foot tall chickens go bad.
And an obligatorily huge egg.
Well, you figure. I thought it was, common sense. What comes out of the 300-foot chicken? A big fucking egg.
Exactly.
Big egg.
And let's give them a little bit of insight on why there was chickens involved in the first place.
Well, you kind of get to witness a hatching process. I mean, I would wear a nose plug, but that's me,
right?
Because there's a little wind beneath his wings, but yeah, something that I can scratch off my bucket list because I've never seen that before, but I have now.
I mean, when you think of when a chicken gets pissed off,
Yeah.
and believe me, myself and Mortimer know a little bit about this.
Yeah.
Because we had to tangle with Big Pecker in Killer Cox. When they're pissed off, they're pissed off.
Especially mutated roosters or foul in any way are vicious. Just know that. They know that it's like, oh, I'm a little chicken. I can't do much to you. Oh, I'm a super chicken.
Oh, bullshit.
Now you're screwed.
These chickens may not be mutated, but they can fucking fly. And when they take to flight, look the fuck out. Because,
that's got to be some
see,
form of mutation.
Yeah. And I don't even know why.
Like
that a lot of like martial artists, mixed martial artists, one of the like training things is, oh, you want to be fast, catch a chicken.
Right. Yeah. Rocky. Go back to the old Rocky thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
I can't get that chicken, Nick. I don't know.
Right. And here you are running after this fucking chicken. You're trying to pick it up. What the fuck do you think it's going to do? It's going to turn its head. What is it? 130 degrees or something like that. And try to peck your ass. Well,
Yeah.
in this particular short, these chickens, they walk right the fuck up to you because you're paralyzed in fear and peck your head off. Full on beak chomp.
Yeah.
Visually, this was amazing. You felt that peck chomp that head off the body.
Yeah, it was like if people were walking around and they were earthworms and you had giant chickens
literally
going for a feeding, scratching and pecking, and when they and I agree, when they hit those pecks, hey, guess what? It's just a little off the top. I mean, come on, needle and thread, you can get another head, you'll be fine.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for the humans in this particular scenario.
Oh yeah, just normal people. Yeah, they're having a bad time. They're going to be giant chicken poop.
And I love what Joe does with this too, because the adage is running around like you're a chicken with your head cut off, but here you are, a human trying to run around with your head cut off. I think really punches it home in a fucking gorrific way, and it just gets worse from there.
The best way.
Oh yeah. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. And this film doesn't even stop there. I want to tell you about the art that Joe Castro and Steven Escobar, with the fucking credits.
Yes.
You know how every filmmaker gets pissed the fuck off that you walk out as soon as the credits start rolling.
Yeah.
Well, even Hollywood itself, as a mainstream, kind of caught on to that. We're going to hide Easter eggs in half of the credits to keep your ass in the seat.
Yep.
Well, guess what fucking Joe Castro and Steven Escobar do? they make you sit there through all of it, because with every single name drop, if it's an executive producer, a director, an actor, an actress name, there is a kill.
Yep.
A fucking kill that happens with every name, every
Right.
cast member. As the credits are rolling, there's a new death. And I call it oh man, how did I phrase that earlier? Oh my goodness. It was like a carnival of death.
Yeah. Right. And
You're
also
sitting here comes the names. You're finding out who
right.
did what in all of these anthologies, who was the crew behind it, and it's just a carnival of death, one after another.
Right.
What
Yeah,
is
exactly.
more badass than that?
See, well, the other thing that I would say to that adds to it as well for the credits was seeing that the film was dedicated to Cleve Hall. And Cleve Hall, as a makeup artist myself, was the Monster Man. If you don't know who Cleve Hall was, Demons, look him up. Cleve Hall, the Monster Man. And you wouldn't have a lot of artists and a lot of creature suit work and stuff. Cleve was the best. He was, he was the man. And to see that also shows the heart that Joe has too, and the love for the special effects and what we all do. And that meant a lot to me as a viewer, personally.
Absolutely. It is a true art. It is an art form. We think of so many special effects artists that we have grown to love over time.
Very much so.
Oh my goodness. So Sheila says, I was supposed to be sitting next to Cleve in my scene. Sheila was actually in
Terror Gabby. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and she did amazing as well.
Yes, you did.
Also the best bartender in all of Wacky, Texas.
Exactly right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's each tale is filled with amazing indie actors, veteran scream queens, and legends in their field, all together for a carnival of chaos and madness. What's not better than that?
I mean, there is nothing that you can't love about Terror Toons 4. It literally gives you everything you want. It gives you shock value. It gives you gore. It gives you comedy. It gives you suspense and thriller and iconic characters. I know,
yes.
We talk about Art the Clown, and we love you. We
Very much so.
absolutely love you, sir. David Allen Thornton. But I see some icons as well coming out
agreed.
of Terror Toons.
No, I agree. Yes, I agree.
We need Dr. Carnage to branch out.
Yeah.
This is why Reapers Underground, Black Flame Entertainment, wanted to give an expose, a spotlight on Terror Toons 4, because we're talking about 4 gripping, fucked up, amazing films that blends reality with cartoon and live. I mean, it brings you
something most studios wouldn't have the guts or the creativity to try to pull off.
Yeah, this is before. You know what I'm saying? This is before, somebody thought, oh, let's take some of these like Disney ideas and turn them into horror movies.
Right, exactly.
Joe was doing this shit back in 2002.
Yep.
So, oh man.
But
there is no excuse.
Go ahead. Original cartoons in their own fashion are hyper violent if you're not attuned to be able to survive that damage.
Right.
And that's where you're dealing with the mix of the two. You have some individuals that can handle some stuff and ones that sure can't. So it's like it's like, oh, what would happen if Wile E. Coyote did fall, off that. Yeah,
Exactly.
and you get to see it, it's great.
I mean, it's nightmarish characters.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I could see on stickers. I could see figures of this. The list goes on and on.
Oh, yeah.
I could see Dr. Carnage and all of the other great characters that Joe has created on T-shirts.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to like picket for this. I know I want one.
Right.
So it's time for us to go ahead and give our rating for Terror Toons 4. So originality, I mean, come on, of course.
Yeah.
Visual effects, visually speaking, cinematography, all the way through is a constant. It doesn't matter which part of the anthology, including the short in the very beginning, Attack of the Killer Bees.
Yeah.
There is not a single moment that just doesn't overtake you like, wow.
Yeah.
This is amazeballs. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's another yes for me, as well as let's talk about the acting. As crazy and chaotic as all of Terror Toons 4 is, everybody gave their heart, their soul. I mean, they brought these characters to life. Yep. Whether they were being destroyed,
tortured, or were doing the torturing,
or they were doing the torturing. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Every single part was epic as fuck.
Yep.
And soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Damn, these fucking score guys just knocked it out of the park. This is a first. This is a first time for Reapers Underground that I have ever given a 5 out of 5 stars. 100%. Yeah. There is not a single thing about this film that is off at all. There's nothing that could be improved. We, as people who love horror, comedy horror, cartoons, and horror in general, like scary horror, gory horror, all that stuff. There are so many nods throughout every piece of the anthology for me. Now I'm speaking not speaking for Mortimer. For me, and of course, practical effects, you've won me over at every turn. There's nothing that look janky or cheap. No. And then to blend the digital so flawlessly with the practical, as Mortimer has said also throughout broadcast here. Joe, you nailed it, man.
To the wall.
I mean,
yep.
Can you put me up for the night? So it's a 5 out of 5 stars for me. And go ahead with your synopsis as well. There.
Well, to a large degree, I have to agree with everything you said. I think every person cast in their part played their part perfectly. I liked how each story was its own thing, but they all kind of had, like, you're going to go on a wild ride in each one of them. It wasn't like, because sometimes when people try to do a series of stories in it, it'd be like, oh, well, this one was good or that one was good, but the couple, like 2 or 3 of them weren't that great. Mm-hmm. This doesn't do that. Each one of these has its own flavor and everything that it brings to the table. And I agree with you also that I could see this going farther, becoming bigger characters along the lines of Art and stuff like that, because Art just proves and shows that's the way it's always happened, because people like to forget Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, all that were independent films in the beginning.
Yeah. All of them
Evil Dead, all of them, all these people fought with passion to get these films made. And this film, all of them in this one, you feel it. And I appreciate that as a viewer. And I myself noticed a lot of the nods to the horror and other horror, but without ripping it off.
Nope.
Like actually
didn't rip it off in the least.
Paying
they
homage.
were clear nods.
No, exactly. A nod, like a tip of the hat, while they're doing their own thing and creating their own new stuff. My only thing that I could say that would be a negative is, where is the next installment, and why is me and Reaper not in it yet? That's my only complaint. It's 5 out of 5 for me. 100%.
You know, the dream team of Reaper and Mortimer Deadfellow. Put us in, coach.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same as we were saying.
Maul it over.
For Killer Cox, it's having fun in the chaos and the terror and creating ghastly, horrific delights for all to witness. It's that's our bread and butter.
You know, and I think I told Joe this a few years back. I was like, you know, if I ever get to work with you, if I have to, just kill me. Go ahead. I want to be killed by the great Joe Castro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, and that's the thing. You don't get that in most films, but the horror genre, you get it. Oh, I would love to be killed by you, sir. Thank you. Oh yeah, tear my arm off. Oh, that's great. Oh, kick my chest in. Yeah.
Make me disgusting. You know, if you want to turn my innards, you know, like strangling myself or whatever, man, I would love it. I think that would be amazeballs.
I'll jump rope with his guts, you know.
You know, it's like we're a fucking vaudeville show.
There you go.
See the amazing intestines being fucking jump roped by Mortimer, you know, the great.
Out of his hat.
That's right. Tips, please. Appreciate it, because I got to put his guts back in every night.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you all so much. That is our synopsis of Terror Toons 4. If you weren't convinced once, twice, 3 times, but 4 fucking times, people, that Terror Toons is a franchise that should be a staple in every independent horror lover out there. Mainstream horror lover out there too, because it's the most original idea, original characters, fucking icons, as well as some great independent actors that are up and coming, killing it every day. Every day. This should be part of your collection. And we hope you truly, truly loved our review of Terror Toons 4. Joe, I love you, brother. You are phenomenal, and you deserve all the accolades. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. This is fantastic. It's on Tubi Black Universe or Black Flame Universe. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. There is no excuse why you won't watch Terror Toons 4. It's on there. It's free. Everyone's got a phone. It doesn't matter what the situation. Go watch Terror Toons 4. End of discussion. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. As a way to celebrate not only the brilliance of Joe Castro, but this film as a whole and the franchise as a whole. But don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, are you ready to sin? I know we are. Join us for the goddamn program if you want to laugh, if you want to have your gut busted, make your head spin, and bring your vice of choice. We have got a whole new group of fuckery just waiting for you. Join us live tomorrow night. Be in the comments section with all of our beloved addicts of the damned, as myself, Mortimer, and of course Sugar and the Defiler, as we knock out some of the biggest follies of the last couple weeks that I think you will all enjoy and escape from reality. And then coming up on Sunday at noon, Tracks of the Damned for all your metal needs. Joe, as you are probably continuing on with your party, it's still kind of early as it is on a Friday evening such as this. We hope that you decide to put Tubi on and look up Terror Toons 4 and start enjoying it along with whatever it is you're doing. Just remember to always stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Rebirth Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame Entertainment.